my channel. My name is Mailee and we're back with another Thrifty Tuesday. So we are gonna change this sleeping gown here that I bought. You guys can see, still got the tag on there. I bought it a couple weeks ago at Walmart because they're having their end of the season sale or whatever it was. So I just saw this gown and I was like, ooh, pink and flowery, it's cute, I gotta get it. So you know what, let's see what we can do with this. So let's go, guys. So first what I'm gonna do is unstitch these pleats. So I'm just taking my unstitcher, my de-stitcher, whatever you call this little thingy, and I'm just gonna take all these thread out and the little lace on the top here because I want to reuse this lace. I don't want it to go to waste, so that's just what I'm gonna do. And then I end up cutting off this button piece also because I don't want to make new buttonholes and sew buttons on. I just want to be lazy. So since it's already made, why not just cut it off and reuse it? So that's what I just did. I just cut it off and I'm just gonna put it on my dress for later. And then, yeah, because there's like a few pleats here, and so I wanted to make it wide enough to where I have enough fabric to use and stuff. So I just take all the pleats apart. And then I'm just gonna use the bottom for my skirt. So I just keep the hem of the bottom of the skirt how it is, so I don't have to hem again because I'm too lazy to hem. So I just cut off 18 inches. My ruler is actually 18 inches. It's not a foot ruler. Yeah, so I just use my ruler to measure it. So it's a full 18 inches. You can make it shorter if you want. If you don't, it's fine too. And I have a whole full skirt already. And then I just take my pattern. You could just take a shirt that fits you, that you really like. No, then just put it on there. I just like to make my pattern pieces so I don't have to keep taking the shirt and whatever else. So I don't have to, worry about it. And I just have a pattern piece. Just, keep using the same pattern piece over and over. I've been using this pattern piece for 5 years. And then I just trace it. So you should have 4 pieces. But you don't want them facing the same way. So I'm going to cut this out. And then I'm going to flip the pattern on the other side. As you guys can see, I'm going to flip the pattern to the other side and cut it. I'm just fixing the fabric and making sure that the side seams are meeting together. It's just so that my shirt doesn't look weird and that I have enough fabric, because I don't want to cut into like a weird angle and stuff and then lose my fabric. Even though I did mess up a little bit here, I put my shirt is actually smaller. Yeah, the front piece is actually smaller than the back piece. For some reason I did it wrong because I think I cut it at an angle and then so it came out wrong. So now you just open up your fabric and then put the right side facing together, the back to back and then front to front, making sure it fits together, and then you just sew the middle seam. Don't sew the front, just sew the back piece together, and make sure you don't sew the armhole piece, sew the back piece. And then we're gonna take this pattern and put it right here. This is my sweetheart bodice. I got it from a pattern, and so I just trace this so I could get like kind of a sweetheart neckline. And so I just trace it right there, and then I'm just gonna cut it up to the arm. So I still have an armhole, but then I have kind of that sweetheart neckline looking thing too. So you guys see I didn't sew this piece together. This is the front, so the front's not going to be sewn together because we're going to use buttons, but the back piece will be sewn together to make one whole back piece. So with this buttonhole, so you use the part that has the buttonhole, and you would put that right side facing the fabric and sew it, and then the piece that has the button, what I did is I just put it right on top of the fabric and then sew it on there. It's just so it's easy, so I don't have to sew the buttons all on there again. And then I just try to make sure, measure it, and so when I actually button it up, that it's level, so it doesn't look crooked, so your dress doesn't look all crooked, like, so your boobs don't look like it's lopsided and all that jazz, even though women boobs are lopsided. Yeah. So this is the piece that I was telling you guys about. So I actually gained a little bit of room by sewing that buttonhole piece. like that on the shirt. So even though it got cut smaller, I still gained that little place right there. And then when I button it, it looks like it's all together. And then now you just take the back piece and sew it onto the front. You guys see how the back piece has a middle seam now? Because it's supposed to be so cut on fold, but because my fabric, I didn't have enough, a wide fabric, I use a nightgown to do it. So that's why it's cut into 4 different pieces, and then I just sew it together. And then what you're gonna do is just sew the sides together. Don't sew up the armhole, just sew the sides, and then sew the top of the shoulders. And after now that we're done sewing, I realized, I don't know if you guys would do this or not because I didn't have enough fabric. So I kind of cut off the arm a little bit shorter than I needed to. So I'm just going to add some more arm room to my dress so it will be better. And then I'm just going to cut like a 3-inch long by 2 inches. And after cutting it, I just connect it to the top of the shoulder. So like one piece will be connected to the front of the shirt and then the other piece will be connected to the back of the shirt. It's just so you have the room. See, you see, so you can't even really tell that it's connected and you just think that it's part of the pattern. And then just go ahead and hem everything. And then after finish hemming, I take my elastic here, waistband elastic. It's 1.5 inch wide. I got this from Walmart. I forgot how much it cost, but I'm gonna use this to put the dress, I mean the skirt piece and the shirt together. So I just measure, make sure that it's not too tight and make sure that it's not too loose. See, you don't want it too tight. That's what I'm trying to show you guys here. So you don't want it too tight like this to where like if you sit you can't breathe, and then you don't want it too loose to where like it looks kind of flabby and big on you when you actually stretch it, because when you sew this on, you have to stretch it as you go. So I will put it on there like on the side seam, just pick a side seam and then just stretch as you go. So I actually take it to the sewing machine and show you guys what I actually did here, because you're not stretching the dress fabric, you're stretching the black piece, the waistband piece. So the material will go all together because the dress material will be nicer on there. It's just so when you wear it, it doesn't, like if you just put it on there, and because the black piece is elastic and it will stretch, then you will stretch it and your dress will rip. So you want to stretch it while you're sewing. You want to stretch the elastic while you're sewing, so when you actually stretch the elastic, your dress will still be stretched with your elastic, if that makes any sense. Yeah, because you're stretching the elastic, so your fabric is going on there as the elastic stretch. So when you stretch the elastic, your dress will still be stretched with it. So here I am just gonna hand sew this together by hand. I just take a black thread and I'm just gonna sew it. Yeah, I just put it right on top of each other like this, and then I just sew on the side. So I just do the front first, and then I just go on the back and sew on the back, and then just go back and forth. And you just want to do it as much as possible because you don't want to be wearing it and it breaking on you, but you don't want to do it so thick to where somebody could tell what it is too. You know what I mean? So as I am done with my skirt piece, you guys can see I'm just gonna trim my top piece here, make sure that it's level so when I wear it, it doesn't look all funky, and make sure that your back is a little bit longer than your front, because back should be a little bit lower than your front so your skirt sits right when you actually wear it, okay? And then I actually fold this like this, the front pieces back to back like this. It's just so I level, like the front pieces will be level and then the back pieces will be level. Because if you just cut it straight across, you don't know if it's going to be level, matching, or whatever else. So do it this way so you know that it's level. And then I'm just gonna take the skirt and flip it inside out and put the shirt right in it. So the right sides are facing each other, and the wrong sides are facing you. Okay, so by now, if you pin it, you will only see wrong sides. So I mean not him, pin the side seams together. So mark your sizing, mark it on your elastic, because if you don't mark it, then it's gonna be a lot harder to do it. So make sure you mark all four, so like the two sides and then the front and the back. Okay, so mark all four sides and then pin all four sides, because that's where you're gonna do it. And then you're gonna stretch as you sew. So because you want it to stretch equally, you don't want like it's you don't want to stretch all on one side and then one side you didn't stretch it. So like you're gonna gather all on the right side of the skirt of on your back, and then the left side has none, so your dress is gonna look crooked. If that make any sense, I hope that make any sense to you guys. So just make sure you stretch as you sew. Just stretch very lightly, don't super stretch it. So just hold on to, or you could just sew each side that you pin first, so the four corners, and then go ahead and do your lightly stretch and then sew it evenly all the way around, so you don't have that gather of crookedness. And that make any sense to you guys? I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know and I will make a separate video to show you guys how it's done. Well, there you guys go. It's done. It's so cute. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. And if you guys are new to my channel, you guys haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because I do Thrifted Transformation Tuesday at the end of every month, the last Tuesday of every month. Okay, guys? And yeah, that will be it. And just stay tuned for the pictures if you guys want to look at the pictures. Just don't forget to measure, cut, and sew. Bye, guys. Not part two, but second one. Wait, what am I trying to say? Oh, blank space, baby. Anyways, do I even know what I'm trying to say? Try again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. What? Yeah. Okay. I got it.